So now it's time for a newer and very fun segment, a miscellaneous what the fuck. So Nathan, what the fuck's a miscellaneous what the fuck?
Well, Michael, I'll tell you what the fuck a miscellaneous what the fuck is.
This is like a doctor's suit, like a dirty doctor's suit. I what the fuck over here, I what the fuck over there. I'm miscellaneous what the fuck everywhere.
No. It's old MacDonald had a farm. Here, what the fuck everywhere, what the fuck everywhere, what the fuck. Anyways, so this is a segment that we started doing because we realized that every now and then a story would come across our desk that wouldn't really fit. It wasn't about someone being a heinous individual, so it wasn't really an asshat, but it wasn't really a self-defeating argument, so it wasn't really a Dershowitz bag. It was just something where we looked at the story and just said to ourselves, what the fuck? And the fact that it doesn't fit into the category of asshat or Dershowitz bag does not mean that you don't deserve to enjoy it the same way that we do. So, Michael, what is our miscellaneous WTF this week?
Porn.
All right. Okay, I'm on board.
It's yeah. You're like, I'm listening. Okay, so this got my attention because it like perfectly fits into this category. So here's the backstory. So recently, Utah passed a law that passed unanimously, which blows my mind, that requires anyone who wants to access adult content websites, so porn, to prove that they are 18 years old to do it. So they have to use like a government record or a third-party identification service or something along those lines to check. Now, I don't know how I would prove to a website that I was 18. So there's a problem right there. Yeah. But
also, like, I've been told, of course, that usually when somebody's watching porn on the internet, they kind of want to like be anonymous with it. So they're not going to send you their fucking ID. Yeah. It's like, you know, someone's looking up some messed up, like, stepdaughter shit. And they're like, oh, let me send you my license so you know exactly who I am.
Exactly.
Like, who's going to do that?
Yeah, there's like, Google has a whole branch, incognito windows, just designed for this. Like, yeah. So
no. It's so you can find gifts for your relatives without them knowing. That's what Google says it's about.
Exactly. And so, that's one concern. That's on the serious side of things, like the personal privacy information for like porn sites who like, I can't imagine have the best reputation for keeping people's data super secure. Like that's one concern that's rather serious. But porn sites like Pornhub have claimed that there's really no effective way for them to comply with this law. And so partly out of protest, partly out of spite, Pornhub fought back a little bit. They completely shut down the website in Utah. And not only that, apparently, I haven't seen the video. I'm not in Utah. I haven't set up a VPN there. But apparently, there is like a fully dressed porn star that shows up on the screen when you try to access Pornhub in Utah that explains to you that if you want to access Pornhub, you have to talk to your legislature. Which is like, talk about guerrilla activism.
Yeah.
I wish they would do that for everything. Like anytime there's like a social thing in
just
like a
send
state
out a porn star.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you want to access porn, you got to call your congressperson about abortion rights, and then you can get in. Like that's
there was actually some videos that did that. I think College Humor did that for net neutrality.
Oh, interesting.
Where they had a bunch of porn stars explain the importance of net neutrality.
Mm-hmm. That is so interesting.
That
is so interesting. So obviously, like, we don't need to wade into whether like kids should be able to, or like teenagers or whatever should be able to like find porn on the internet. But like the fact that I just thought it was so funny that Pornhub is like slapping back at Utah, especially Utah.
Yeah.
Utah has some of the highest porn consumption rates in the United States.
Which, you know, given the demographics, I would hope they do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And apparently, following this law is passing, the use of virtual private networks, VPNs, which allow you to set your IP address to a different location than where you actually are, skyrocketed in Utah. Utah now tops all 50 states for VPN searches.
I figured it out.
They more than doubled. Yeah.
I figured it out. Big VPN did this. Big VPN did this. They lobbied the state legislature of Utah in order to pass this law because they knew this would happen.
Big VPN. That sounds like the name of
Big
a porn video. So I just thought this was so funny and like a hilarious, like just backfiring of a law passed in Utah, ultimately rooted in anti-sex sentiment, like sex negativity, all that stuff, which we can get into at a later date. But man, good job, Pornhub.
And congratulations for being our miscellaneous what the fuck.